Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. Yeah, so today I'm gonna talk about the app called Tinder. I mean, for those of you who don't know what Tinder is, I'm sure a lot of you do at this point. It's basically like an app you get on your little iPhone, little smartphone here. Like you can get on, you download it. It's like a dating, basically like a kind of like a supposed to be like a dating app. You get like profiles of people, like who I guess are in the local area, your local area or whatever, depending on your settings, whatever, or your settings or whatnot. Like kind of like your or whatnot. Sometimes I think they can go through your Facebook and all your other personal stuff that you got stored on your phone because your phone stores a lot of data because people like to track you. NSA likes to track you and spy on you and wants to know everything about you basically, so they can pretty much upload it onto an app. But but I've seen like I just figured I'd talk about it because I've seen people. It's kind of like a thing that everybody uses. I've used it frequently myself just to kind of check it out. I've basically like I had a friend of mine who I mean I hadn't heard of it before until this friend of mine told me about it about like maybe a year and a half ago or so. He insisted I try it. He made me download it and it's like here try it out. It's this basically saying this app's the shit and everything. And I was like I don't know how long Tinder had been around at that point, but apparently I guess it's like a thing everybody uses, and I think there's a couple other things that people use too, but I think that's like the main thing. But but I decided to give my thoughts on it and how people use it and how people see it. But I'll just say I think sometimes people take it way too seriously, and I don't think you should. I mean, it's not like. I mean, it's not like some people think they're gonna find their soulmates on there, but it's like people are. I've seen people on their pictures, like their little I guess their bio or whatever saying they're looking for their soulmates or whatever, but or for their better halves or whatever. But I don't know if going on like the app Tinder is really the best way to do because usually, in all honesty, I mean usually people the only reason people use Tinder is just to hook up for hooking up basically. That's kind of the idea. Or whatnot, but I mean that's even if the people don't say it or whatever. And so I've even seen some crazy stuff on here, like saying people I've heard just people say in an open relationship looking for an extra partner or whatever or something like that, and they just either they want someone to talk to or get her join a threesome with or whatever. But there's that too. It's like Craigslist. It's almost in a way kind of like it's like and everything. You get all kinds of crazy stuff. Even people sometimes I don't know. I mean I think Tinder's change their settings now, but I think back then they used to have like where like they have like I guess they have I guess I don't know fake profiles or computers like trying to do like webcam services try to get your money or whatever. I think scams or whatever. You get that too, but of course you get that anywhere. Like people use the app to run scams or try to get money and stuff like that. There's that too, but but there's but and I've seen people as all people kind of post pictures on there and there's also this idea swipe right or swipe left. Left is basically saying you're not interested. Like to the left, kind of like that Beyonce song. I guess that's where they get it from. I don't know, but I guess swipe right, swiping left, and swiping right. Basically, it's like clicking. Like left means reject. Right, I guess that's just how they do it. But people, but I think I've seen people I guess they say they're Christians, they're believers and everything. But I think but no, honestly, I mean, which is, of course there's nothing wrong with that. I happen to have some type of faith myself, but I've seen people who are put that stuff out there. I don't know if if you really are like a true believer, I don't know if you could really find love on the app because you sometimes well I've heard from people type vulgar stuff on those sites. It's like and just and stuff like that or whatever, and hurt women and women also get so mad. And I mean also people always say they're not into hooking up, and that's I get that, but it's women saying not hooking up. I think the app is meant to hook up, but also you also get they're kind of surprised by some of the vulgar, which of course I mean sometimes it's a bit much, and I understand where they're coming from, but it's sometimes I feel like they're surprised by it. I don't know if people should be so surprised by some of the things you find on there. I mean, it's pretty much like the internet. You shouldn't be surprised by what you find on the internet. You find a bunch of weird stuff on the internet, weird people, strange people on the internet as well. So I don't know. At this point, I don't think anyone should really be surprised what you find on a dating app. You get a bunch of weirdos and psychos, but the way I can sum it up is I think Tinder is like the Craigslist of dating, like the Craigslist of the dating of dating. I don't know if that makes any sense, but Craigslist. I mean, I've never used Craigslist myself, but I'm not. I know some people are big. There's some people are big on that type of thing, and I mean, people post all kinds of stuff. People exaggerate, and there's also Of course, there's people getting catfished as well. Like there's that. Of course, that's like a phrase now. People getting catfished. Like sometimes people post a picture, post a picture and you look all great and everything. Picture and you see them in real life, they're like almost look nothing like it. They're all like kind of like all messed up, kind of or bloated or kind of in their faces and like I don't know, their face looks different without makeup or whatever. I don't know, but it's just yeah. But honestly, I just say like don't take it too seriously. Come on, it's just there, and don't be surprised by what you find on there either. I mean, that's my two main points. Don't take it too seriously, and two, don't be surprised by some things you find on there, some of the more vulgar stuff. I mean, that's just the day and age, the internet. It's I mean, even though I guess yeah, even though you kind of use it on your phone, but still you gotta have like good internet connection to like have matches and talk with people or see people's pictures or bios or whatever. But yeah, I mean, Tinder is like I don't know. It's like almost like more virtual reactions. Like it's almost like it's not as much. It's like it's like it's almost like kind of like speed dating, like on speed dating, like on the except on the internet basically. It's like for those who have no time or those who have trouble getting a date or whatever. I don't know, but I think that but yeah, this just I like to hear like I want to hear some people's Tinder stories. I mean, if people want to share like people's Tinder stories, I would love to hear them. Like, some interesting stories. I mean, there's a few I could. I mean, I got a few I can share, but I won't. I'll just save that for another time maybe. But anyway, I'll just leave it there. I mean, if y'all want to share your Tinder stories, I'd love to hear it. Like, just send me a comment, whatever. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.